and I don't want to say this to disrespect any of the other incredible, dope artists like that, but you almost started a genre of this singer-songwriter, female, I don't want to say grunge, but just like this
dark R&B is what they're calling it.
There
now.
we go, dark R&B. That's perfect.
I just heard that term last week.
I love that, and it's kind of it's moody, it's vibey.
Yeah,
but you know, lyrically, you're not. He did all these things to me, that made me feel so special. You're not specifically, praising anybody specific. You're like, look, I'm in my own space. We can have this interaction, we can have this experience, but I need to focus on myself. That's kind of the mood that I get from a lot of your songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Even when I go back and listen to Bad and just like the place that I was in, just like crazy young.
It's just dope
woman.
though. It's real.
Yeah. Just growing up and discovering who I was and learning about love.
Yeah.
I've had those pretty little dark R&B vibes.
But you have artists like, Summer Walker. You have girls like, SZA. It's so many of them. I think
and I like them all.
But I feel like you started that. You know what I mean? Like,
saying that.
Yeah, I feel like you start. I'm not. I'm sure they would say you may have inspired them in some ways. But if you think about it, in this short, you say 10 years is a long time, but in this 10 years, you started this subgenre of R&B that has inspired so many other styles. Yeah. And when you listen to Bad and any of your other records at that time, and then you listen to what's coming out now, it's like, man, this is the same. You're ahead of your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I feel like even now with, some of the new stuff that I've been working on, it doesn't necessarily fit into the things that people are putting out now, but I feel like maybe it's something that will be the start of something, different, kind of alternative sounding R&B vibes. And I think that's kind of where R&B is going right now. We're kind of coming out of the dark R&B era and going into more freeform R&B. It's not necessarily your typical R&B song like from the 90s, but more kind of like edgy alternative flair to it. And
it's conversational too. It's like it's real situation I'm dealing with. It's not necessarily a lot of songwriting from back in the day, the 90s vibe. Some of it was hypothetical. Some of it was, perspective. I'm watching somebody else's relationship. I aspire to this. That's what you're writing about. A lot of the, I guess, current R&B artists that I would say spawn from the dark R&B mood are talking about or singing about, a breakup or whatever it is in a way that we just had never heard before. You know what I'm saying?
I like it. I love it. I love that R&B, the writing in R&B, it's become so conversational. And I think, Summer Walker, SZA, they do a good job at that.
Absolutely.
Even artists like Drake.
Absolutely.
I think Drake has found ways to say a bunch of 100%. Stuff that everybody feels in just like different ways. And I love conversational lyrics. That's like the first thing I hear when I hear a song is the lyrics.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can we talk? Can we talk? Can we talk?